Good evening. Welcome to Financial Fridays. I'm your host, Elder Alonzo Hinton. Thank you for joining us today, this May 7th, 2021. We took a little break last week, a little vacation. We thank you for rejoining us today. I'm excited to see everyone out here with us today. Today, we're going to talk about two cryptocurrencies that have been in the news for the past 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to talk about Dogecoin and Ethereum. That's what we're going to talk about today. It's going to be quick. I'm by myself today, so if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I will answer them after the show, after the podcast is over today. All right. So first, we're going to talk about Ethereum. So we know Bitcoin grabs the lion's share of headlines, but another cryptocurrency is outperforming it by a large margin. That's called Ether or Ethereum. This week, Ether, the transactional token of the Ethereum blockchain, has blown past its all-time high, but that was last week really, soaring past the $3,000 mark, and now it's edging close to the $3,500 mark. Its year-to-date growth has been meteoric, up 325% compared to Bitcoin's 95% during an equivalent time. So what is Ethereum? Ethereum is often referred to as the second most popular cryptocurrency after Bitcoin. But unlike Bitcoin and most other virtual currencies, Ethereum is intended to be much more than simply a medium of exchange or a store of value. Instead, Ethereum calls itself a decentralized computing network built on blockchain technology. So let's talk about what that means. Ethereum can be used to either buy and sell goods and services like Bitcoin. It's also seen rapid gains in price over the recent years, making it a speculative investment. But what's unique about Ethereum is that users can build applications that run on a blockchain like software runs on the computer. These applications can store and transfer personal data or handle complex financial transactions. Ethereum is different from Bitcoin in that the network can perform computations as part of the mining process. So the computational capability turns a store of value and medium of exchange into a decentralized global computing engine and openly verifiable data source. So it's just not a store of value. You can also use it as a computing engine. So Ether and Ethereum, what's the difference? So Ether is basically the digital currency. So you can use Ether as a digital currency in financial transactions, as an investment, or as a store of value. Ethereum is the technology, the blockchain network on which Ether is held and exchanged. As we mentioned earlier, this network offers a variety of other functions outside of Ether. So this can be simply a movement of funds, but it can also be complex transactions that do anything from exchanging assets to taking out loans or acquiring a digital piece of art. So these transactions are processed and stored on the Ethereum network. The Ethereum network can also be used to store data and run decentralized applications. Rather than hosting software on a server owned and operated by Google or Amazon, where the one company controls the data, people can host a bunch of different applications on the Ethereum blockchain. This gives users control over the data, and they have open use of the app as there's no central authority managing everything. One of the most intriguing cases involving Ether and Ethereum are self-executing contracts, or so-called smart contracts. Like any other contract, two parties make an agreement about the delivery of goods in the future, and unlike conventional contracts, lawyers aren't necessary. The parties code the contract on the Ethereum blockchain, and once the conditions are met, it self-executes and delivers Ether to the appropriate party. So what's the difference, or what are the differences between Ethereum and Bitcoin? So Bitcoin's primary use is as a virtual currency and a store of value, excuse me. Ether also works as a virtual currency and a store of value, but the decentralized Ethereum network makes it possible to create, excuse me, and run applications, smart contracts, and other transactions on the network. Bitcoin does not offer these functions. It's only used as a currency and store of value. Ethereum also processes transactions more quickly. We need to understand that. Ethereum also processes transactions more quickly. New blocks are validated on the Bitcoin network once every 10 minutes, while new blocks are validated on the Ethereum network once every 12 seconds. So Bitcoin once every 10 minutes, Ethereum once every 12 seconds. And future developments could speed up Ethereum's transactions even more. Last, there's no limit to the number of potential Ether tokens, while Bitcoin will release no more than 21 million coins. And you know that if you heard our podcast on Bitcoin in January. So the Ethereum benefits, it has a large existing network. The benefits of Ethereum are a tried and true network that has been tested throughout the years of operation, excuse me, and billions of value trading hands. It has a large and committed global community and the largest ecosystem in blockchain and cryptocurrencies. It has a wide range of functions. Besides being used as a digital currency, Ethereum can also be used to process other types of financial transactions, execute smart contracts, and store data for third-party applications. I know I've heard that a lot of banks are looking at Ethereum to help come up with help them assist them with their financial transactions. There's constant innovation. A large community of Ethereum developers is constantly looking for new ways to improve the network and develop new applications. Because of Ethereum's popularity, it tends to be the preferred blockchain network for new and exciting decentralized applications. And then you can avoid intermediaries. Ethereum's decentralized network promises to let users leave behind the third-party intermediaries, like lawyers who write and interpret contracts, banks that are intermediaries in financial transactions, or third-party hosting services. What are the disadvantages of Ethereum? Rising transaction costs. Ethereum's growing popularity has led to higher transactions costs. Ethereum's transaction fees, known as gas, hit a record of $23 per transactions in February 2021, which is great if you're earning money as a miner, but less so if you're actually trying to use the network. This is because unlike Bitcoin, where the network itself rewards transactions verifiers, Ethereum requires those participating in the transaction to cover the fees. And then there's a potential for crypto inflation. While Ethereum has an annual limit of releasing 18 million Ether per year, there's no lifetime limit on the potential number of coins. This could mean that as an investment, Ethereum might function more like dollars and may not appreciate as much as Bitcoin, which has a strict lifetime limit on the number of coins. And then it's a steep learning curve for developers. Ethereum can be difficult for developers to pick up as they migrate from centralized processing to decentralized networks. And then we really don't know the future of Bitcoin. It continues to evolve and improve, but we really don't know how that's going to evolve and improve. So how do you buy Ethereum? So it's a common misconception to people who are new to Ethereum network. You don't buy the Ethereum itself. That's the network. Instead, as we mentioned earlier, you buy Ether and then use it on the Ethereum network. Ethereum's popularity, because it's popularity, it's easy to buy Ether. So you just pick a cryptocurrency exchange. Cryptos exchanges and trading platform I use to sell different cryptocurrencies. I think I bought my Ethereum on PayPal. You can buy it on Coinbase. You can buy it on Binance, or you can buy it on Kraken. If you're just interested in purchasing the most common coins like Ether and Bitcoin, You could also use an online brokerage like Robinhood or SoFi. Be prepared to pay some amount of trading fees or processing fees all the time. So you can deposit regular money. You'll need to deposit cash like dollars in your trading platform, or link your bank account or debit card to purchase funds of Ether. And then you can buy Ether. Once you funded your account, you can use the money to purchase Ether at the current Ethereum price, along with other assets. Once the coins are in your account, you can use them, sell them, or trade them from other cryptocurrencies in the future. Keep in mind, you may incur taxes whenever you sell or trade cryptocurrency. So should you buy Ether? That's the question. I know that's what you're waiting for. You might consider investing in the Ethereum network for a few reasons. First, it has value as a virtual currency. Second, the Ethereum blockchain could become more attractive when it migrates to a new protocol. And then third, as more people use Ethereum distributed apps, the demand for Ethereum may increase. Besides buying Ether directly, you could also try investing in companies that are building applications using the Ethereum network. Before making any significant investments in Ether or any other cryptocurrencies, make sure you consider speaking with a financial advisor first about the potential risk, given the high risk and volatility in this market. Make sure it's money you can afford to lose. As we always say on Financial Fridays, whatever you invest in, make sure it's something you can afford to lose, even if you believe in Ethereum's potential. All right. So I have some Ethereum. I bought some back in January. It's steadily gone up. It's gone up a little more quickly over the past few weeks. I think it's a good investment based on what they said right here, not only as a store of value, but also they're using the application in financial institutions. So I think long-term it's going to continue to go up. Next, we're going to move on to Dogecoin. It's spelled D-O-G-E coin. So it's not Dogecoin, it's Dogecoin. Dogecoin has been absolutely expanding lately. The cryptocurrency, which started out as a meme, so it did start out as a joke, reached an all-time high of 69 cents. I think that was last week. A recent interview has revealed that one of the cryptocurrency's co-creators sold all his Dogecoin back in 2015, long before it was worth anything. So in an interview with Bazinga, Dogecoin creator Billy Marcus told reporters that he sold all of his crypto holdings back in 2015 for about as much as it cost to buy a Honda Civic, which is about $10,000. At that time, it was worth less than a penny. It was worth 0.0002. So that's worth less than a penny. Today, Dogecoin has leveled out around the mid-60s range. So if he would have held on to that for a longer period of time, he would have made a whole bunch of money. Today, Dogecoin is leveled out, like I said, in the mid-60s range. That puts the coin market cap right at about 80 billion. So for comparison, Honda, who've been out around forever, market cap is around 55 billion. Cryptocurrencies in general have seen a pretty incredible boom during 2021, but Dogecoin is currently standing out more than the rest. The coin has risen almost 9,000% so far this year. It's seen a growth of 9,000% so far this year. I had to say that twice. One of the things that drives the rising price of Dogecoin is the fact that it's a meme, okay? The coin has become incredibly popular on Twitter, with the likes of Elon Musk supporting and buying into the coin. Of course, we all know Elon Musk is going to be on Saturday Night Live on tomorrow, and many experts are saying this is helping the coin's current surge. So a lot of people are hoping he's going to mention it tomorrow, and a lot of people have the goal of pushing Dogecoin up to the $1 mark. One thing is for certain, this incredible rise in popularity for Dogecoin just goes to show how incredibly powerful social media is. The rise in valuation of the coin can almost unilaterally be tied to the meme coin's popularity on social media sites like Twitter and Instagram. It'll be interesting to see where it goes from here. So we mentioned, so what is Dogecoin? We mentioned that it was created by Billy Marcus and his partner Jackson Palmer in 2013. They branded the cryptocurrency logo using the meme popular at that time, which is to describe a dog. I think it's Siberian Husky, if I remember correctly. Doge was really started out trying to poke fun at Bitcoin. Then it kind of got caught on. A community of expert enthusiasts arranged publicity stunts to raise Dogecoin's profile. So they would gather funds to send the Jamaican bobsled team to the 2014 the Olympics, or they would sponsor a NASCAR driver, which when you think about is pretty ingenious. They just getting it out there, getting people familiar with it. In early 2021, Dogecoin gained cult status on Reddit's Wall Street Bets message board. And we remember those were the people who were the instigator behind the GameStop affair in January, where GameStop stock price shot way up. An enthusiast promised to send Dogecoin value to the moon. And then after they said that, all discussion of crypto was banned from subreddit. So today, Dogecoin is no joke. It's exploded in value, as we said. It was less than a penny at the beginning of the year, and now it's hovering around. I think I checked it about an hour ago. It's actually at 71 cents. So I don't know what it is within the last hour. Among its boosters is Tesla CEO Elon Musk, as we mentioned, who called Dogecoin his favorite cryptocurrency. Musk also named Dogecoin the people's crypto. And he promised to plant a physical Dogecoin token on the moon. So how does it run? Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency that runs on blockchain technology, similar to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Blockchain is if you watched our Bitcoin presentation in January, blockchain is a distributed, secure digital ledger that stores all transactions using a decentralized digital currency. All right. Dogecoin may be used for payments and purchases, but it's not an effective store of value. So unlike Ethereum and Bitcoin, it's not an effective store of value. This is chiefly because there's no lifetime cap on the number of Dogecoins that may be created by mining, meaning that the cryptocurrency is highly inflationary by design. So that did that intentionally. The blockchain rewards miners for their work by creating millions of new Dogecoins every day, which makes it very challenging for speculative price gains in Dogecoin to hold up over time. So remember, they create millions of new Dogecoins every day. So that's going to hold the price down. It's probably never going to explode and be up there with Bitcoin or even Ethereum, which is around 3,400, 3,500 per coin. So Dogecoin versus Bitcoin. Excuse me, Dogecoin. Dogecoin has a few significant differences compared to Bitcoin. First, it's quicker and easier for miners to complete the mathematical equations that complete and record transactions on the transactions, which makes Dogecoin somewhat more efficient for processing payments. Where it takes 10 minutes for the process to ratify new blocks on the Bitcoin blockchain, it takes only about 1 minute on the Dogecoin blockchain. Another significant difference is the absence of any lifetime cap on the number of Dogecoin coins that can be created, as we talked about earlier. There's a lifetime cap of 21 million Bitcoin that limits the maximum possible numbers of coins that can be created. This means that miners are forced to work harder and longer over time to earn new Bitcoin, and to a certain extent, it also helps guarantee Bitcoin's ability to hold and grow its value over time. So because of the amount of coins the limit on the amount of coins, and it takes long to mine those coins, that's why Bitcoin continually goes up and the price continues to grow. So how to buy Dogecoin? You can buy Dogecoin on a cryptocurrency like Binance or Kraken. I think I bought my Dogecoin on Robinhood. The exchanges require you to set up and fund an account with US dollars or cryptocurrency. You are then able to buy and exchange cryptocurrency, including Dogecoin. Notably, leading cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase does not support purchases of Dogecoin. I meant to check that to make sure that that was true. I didn't get a chance. So as with other cryptocurrencies, once you purchase Dogecoin, it's your best move. It's best to move your coins to a crypto wallet. Wallets take many forms, from online services offered by exchanges like Coinbase to apps on your mobile phone or even a physical hard drive. You secure the wallet with a private password. So before Dogecoin broke out into the mainstream and rocketed higher in prices, you used to be able to earn free coins, because remember, it was worth less than a penny at one time for doing basic online tasks. So this is what you guys want to get to, right? Is Dogecoin a good investment? So since there's no lifetime limit on the number of Dogecoins that can exist, and millions of new Dogecoins are released into the markets every single day, there's very little incentive to hold the cryptocurrency for the long term. Bitcoin continues to rise in value because of the system's lifetime cap on the number of coins that can be created. Doge is really less like Bitcoin and more like Dash or Bitcoin Cash, where the express goal is spending currency. Historically, the per coin value of Dogecoin has been very low, around less than a penny for most of 2020. So people were more likely to give them away. User on social platforms like Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, and others can use Dogecoin to reward or tip each other for posting content. That's how it was formerly used. The gains in Dogecoin that we've seen in 2021 may not be sustainable over the long term. Whether the crypto's tipping and donating culture will continue remains to be seen. So remember, even with all these gains with Dogecoin, it's still worth less than $1 a coin. All right. So the advantage is, because it was so cheap, people were able to buy large amounts of shares because of the amount. And then when it started to rise in value, that money started to increase exponentially. So should you buy Dogecoin? Those who bought Dogecoin to start 2021 have been well rewarded. Still, while people are still wary about buying Dogecoin, especially as an investment. The constant flow of new coins onto the market put an unending downward pressure on the coin's value. You also need to understand that there are security risks about Dogecoin compared to other major cryptocurrencies. It doesn't have the same type of security and code level scrutiny that Bitcoin or Ethereum has. Plus, there's not a particular robust mining community around Doge. So the exposure for a mining level attack is well above something, like Bitcoin. Once again, buying any sort of cryptocurrency involves risk, and that includes Dogecoin. It's always worth buying a few coins and familiarizing yourself with the system. But it's probably best to refrain from sinking more than a token amount of your hard-earned money in a cryptocurrency that started life as a joke. So remember, I talked about I have some Ethereum, and I think I'm gonna hold on to that long term. I read something earlier that the person who predicted that Ethereum would go up to 3,500 per coin is now predicting that it's going to go up to 10,000. So I'm definitely going to hold on to that as a store of value over the long term. Probably not the same with my Dogecoin, which I bought in February just on a casual conversation with someone. And when I bought it, it was around between 5 cents, a nickel, and 6 cents, somewhere in between there. And I'm gonna hold on to it, probably try to hold on to it to see if it gets up to $1 but based on how much it goes up, I'll probably be selling it very soon because I don't have the confidence that it's something that you can hold, that can hold its value over the long term. So remember, whenever we talk about investing, we want to understand Proverbs 4:7, that wisdom is the principal thing, and in all thy getting, make sure you get an understanding. That's Proverbs 4:7. Then I'm going to reread Ecclesiastes 11:1-6, because I think it's important that we understand that the Bible does talk about investing. It says, send your grain across the seas. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verses 1-6. Send your grain across the seas, and in time profits will flow back to you. But divide your investments among many places, for you do not know what risk may lie ahead. When clouds are heavy, the rains come down. Whether a tree falls north or south, it stays where it falls. Farmers who wait for the perfect weather never plant. If they watch every cloud, they never harvest. Just as you cannot understand the path of winds or the mystery of a tiny baby growing in his mother's womb, so you cannot understand the activity of God who does all things. Plant your seed in the morning and keep busy all afternoon, for you don't know if your profit will come from one activity or another, or maybe both. Once again, that's Ecclesiastes, the 11th chapter, verses 1-6. Thank you so much for joining us on Financial Friday, this May 7th, 2021. Don't forget to join us on our other programs, such as Manna Mondays on 7 p.m. on Mondays. I think we're going to have a classic Marshall Davis, Apostle Dr. Marshall Davis message on this Manna Mondays. And then don't forget to join Pastor Sean Davis on Warfare Wednesdays at 12 noon, where he will pray for whoever sends in a prayer request. And then, of course, don't forget, at Chicagoland Christian Center, we have service at 10 a.m. sharp every Sunday. You can join us in person on 929 East at 929 East 103rd Street, or you can join us on the internet live on Chicagoland Christian Center Embassy.org, where you can sit in the comfort of your own home and watch the broadcast. Once again, I'm your host, Elder Alonzo Hinton. This Financial Fridays, probably in the next day or two, you will be able to review it on YouTube on the Chicagoland Christian Center channel. You can also review it by going to the Facebook page of Dr. Apostle Marshall Davis, Prophetess Catherine Davis, or the Chicagoland Christian Center Facebook page. Thank you for joining us on Financial Fridays. You enjoy your weekend. And to all you mothers out there, let me be the first to tell you Happy Mother's Day and enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much for being with us tonight.